Sub Manolawas, Aji American Yadi Tourist Lodge Dimapur Inase, JCC, that is Joint Coordination Committee la meeting conference all the Juliase, Mohan Pitor Laga meeting coverage to Lubuna Pare, Holibi reliable source Prahunai Sapte, JCC Kanidu form grado ULP election oppose Kurubu Karne form Gurshe, are recently government notifications to go ahead with advisory councils. Itu nimete takan JCC kan aji meeting lo ase kuna hunishe aro aji takan meeting resolution kunba adopt koribo kuna hunishe holibi ami kan coverage to lobo na pare ebi ami kan itu la related te detail jankari lobo aji ami kan logote ade JCC la convener lola angkami aro general secretary ren pungoli ase to tajun ke aji laga meeting outcome ki hoise etu ekbar hotibo.
Thank you. Aji meeting de JCC 2017 para shuru hoy gina ha 2021 de first meeting aji shuru hoise BC Manu tribal president ka na hise JCC 2017 laga office bears poila office bears kam sob ahi gine we have a lengthy discussion aro amigan aji decision lobo parado 2017 de JCC laga demand ki thakise itu reaffirm kurise aru itu de government to itu amigan laga 2017 de government amigan demand kurise itu fulfill no hole amigan will not allow government to conduct advisory nomination council in Dimapur itu decision loise aru amigan kali majority decision loise kali paper te dibo aru amigan memorandum ekta likhi kine government ke dibole decision loise. Thank you.
To ami etia question to general secretary ki hotibo so apuni kan JCC bra do ULP oppose korigina 2017 bra aise to aji first meeting loise guna convener koise to itu 4 saal laga period time jai jaise to yade ULP laga revolve against the government aro apuni kan koi ase ki article 371 to infringe hoye ase to ULP election to conduct no koribi koise itu dam dibi unfortunately charjon morise district longling dibi aro longling di duita aro Dimapur di duita to ajidak itu 3-man commission inquiry apuni kan ba demand gra paina ase na nai.
First of all, I want to thank, on behalf of the Joint Coordination Committee, thank the media person for giving us this opportunity and covering the meeting. I would like to just give the very briefly the formation of the JCC. Joint Coordination Committee for ULP election was formed in 2017. Formation was on 5th January 2017 under the banner of the CNDC. It was officially launched on 12th January 2017. See, the basic objective and basic principle for the movement of the JCC movement was to safeguard the rights and the interests in conformity with the constitutional provision as well as the customary and traditional practice of the Nagas. The JCC have submitted a memorandum on 23rd January 2017. Demanding to the government, representation was submitted through the Deputy Commissioner Dimapur to the Chief Minister Nagaland, whereby the demands of the Naga people are specifically mentioned in the memorandum that the certain provision in the Nagaland Municipal Act 2001, there are some certain provision where there is prejudice to the rights and interests of the Naga people, and therefore the people have demanded that the act should be reviewed. And only then elections should be conducted. That was basically the main objective. In the process, on 26, the JCC has given us a very clear statement that if the government failed to suspend the scheduled election that was actually scheduled on 1st February 2017, the JCC will conduct statewide agitations by way of course, a democratic process. The entire process of agitation through the JCC was on a democratic process. And finally, on 30th of January, the government of Nagaland has invited the representative of JCC in presence of the NPCC. An agreement was executed. And within the 24 hours, in that agreement, it was the JCC has taken the responsibility to give out to the masses, to go back to the people, educate the people, and then only to conduct the elections. However, within 24 hours, the government has taken a U-turn, and consequently, 4 persons' precious life has been lost. That was in the process of the agitation, in the process of movement. Now, regarding the infringement of the fundamental rights as provided under 371A, there's a certain provisions in the Act which was enacted. By the way, this Nagaland Municipal Act is enacted by the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. It's a local act. There's certain provisions. It is enacted for the people. If the people are not ready to accept certain provision, the government, the legislature, to act on that. And basically, the provisions were specifically the reservations. The reservations clause as well as the taxation. That was not accepted. So the demands of the Naga people was that provision should be removed. Until then, the JCC has stopped on the assurance by the government since 2017. Thereafter, this is the first time after 2017. Because the government has issued the Naga people that the act will be reviewed. And accordingly, the government of Nagaland has constituted a review committee. But the review committee has yet to bring out a report. And another thing, in the process of some consequential incident, that is on 31st incident, where 4 persons' precious lives have been lost. That judicial inquiry has been, as per the demand of the JCC, Joint Coordination has come to constitute an inquiry commission. The government has accepted the demands of the JCC and commission has been constituted. The committee has completed the inquiry and submitted the report. But still the government of Nagaland has not opened up, not placed the report yet. So the demand of the JCC, rather for the Naga people, is that the review committee report should be tabled to the people as well as the judicial inquiry report. But till today the government has not come up with a report. See, I want to make a statement on record that the JCC is not against or in favor of any political party. We are not an agitator. It's a people's movement, as we all know that. It's a people's movement. And the movement of the people is to safeguard the right and interests of the Naga people in conformity with the constitutional provision provided under 371A. We are not fighting against any particular government, or we are not in favor of any particular government. This is a people's movement. That is the place on our record.
Okay, sir. Kwa nishina abunigan bra inquiry hubi aro abunigan la government ke abunigan bra question kura laga review kuru boli laga itu constitute kurishi to kushi ajitak JCC la hat te anai hoilibi itia the government has already decided to go ahead with ULP Advisory Council. And hona isapte 3 apex body, that is ENPO, TPO, aro CNDC ke 2060 meeting lo boli laga koes. So itu regard te apuni kan sir JCC to 4 years nishina iman silent kili thakise.
Regarding the report, the JCC is not demanding that the report should be handed over to the JCC. It should be to the Naga people, because it is a subject matter of relating to the Naga people. So it should be placed before the Naga people, number 1. Number 2, this is the second betrayal by the government of Nagaland. The first betrayal was the 31st January, where they have taken a U-turn of the agreement executed between the representative of the JCC as well as the government of Nagaland in presence of the NPCC. NPCC, for that matter, is the apex body, Christian body. That is the witness. They are the witness. But even then, they have taken a U-turn. That was the first betrayal. Because of that betrayal and the wrong decision taken by the government of Nagaland, 4 precious lives have been lost. They have sacrificed. They have been murdered. And many were injured. That was the one thing. And the second betrayal is on 18 November 2021. The government of Nagaland has issued another notification, office notification, whereby they have decided that to constitute an advisory council with a clause that with 33% reservation for the women. See, the JCC or the Naga peoples are not against the right or the privilege of the women. We are not against that. But certain provisions which are not acceptable, cannot be followed by the Nagas, should be addressed with, because the laws are legislated for the people. So the JCC is very clear that we are not against a right or discriminating a woman's right. It's not, but there are certain provisions in the Act that have to be taken care of. Now here, the government has undermined the sacrifice, the effort made by the Naga people in 2017. We all know the situation in 2017. And they come up with the notification. This is purely undermining the interest and aspiration of the Naga people. They are our elected representatives. They are the guardian of the Naga people. However, this is so surprising that they have come out with a very purported notification, which cannot be acceptable. The JCC will go all out to go against that, because JCC has been endorsed, or rather mandated on 7th February 2017, when there was a consultative meeting at AP Hall, Angami Public Organization Hall in Kohima, where all the ABEX, tribal HoHos and organizations of Nagaland have mandated and endorsed the JCC to spearhead the movement. The issue is settled and come to a logical conclusion, sorry. That is a clause. And the memorandum is still lying with the state government. They have not addressed that. And therefore, today the meeting we have resolved, the House has resolved that we have reaffirmed the decision and the memorandum submitted before the state government, that the JCC and the Naga people will not accept be the constitution of an advisor council or election till the report of review by the review committee is tabled to the Naga people. Thank you.
Okay. Nishna 3 apex HoHo, that is CNTC, ENPO, and TPO. Takando itu in regard with ULP advisory council related to 3 bardo meeting Luishe guna hunishe. To JCC khan kido itu consult kura nai. Aro Chief Minister's Office for JCC kido iku naha huni ase. To itu laga regard te JCC ki bhabana ase.
See, being the ABEX organizations, the government have got every reason to have a consultation with them. But so far as the ULP election issue is concerned, since the 3 ABEX body have duly mandated or endorsed the JCC, JCC should also be taken into consideration for any consultation. But that has not been done. However, having said that, the 3 ABEX body is having a consultation meeting again on 26th of November 2021 with the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland. And therefore, although the 3 ABEX body has consented to the latest notification, that is to constitute an advisory council, it has not been finalized. It will be a final decision will be taken on 26th. So we don't have much to comment on that. We will wait for the 26th outcome, the decision of the 3 ABEX body with the government of Nagaland. So for that, we have no comments on that.
Okay, this is my last question. So you have clearly stated that JCC will go all out against the decision made by the government in regard with the ULP Advisory Council or the election until and unless the government provides the needed requirements tabled to the Naga people. So do you have any last message to the people of Nagas?
See, the JCC, the initiative movement initiated under the banner of the JCC, is a people's movement. We are here to protect and safeguard the rights and aspirations of the Naga people. And therefore, we appeal to all the Nagas, and especially our legislators who are representing us, to be more sensible about the needs and aspirations and the rights of the Naga people, whom they are representing.
To abonigan huni paisi JCC la convener aro general secretary ba koisi ki aji takan meeting de eko resolution notun alak adopt kora nai holibi takan 2017 de kundu resolution adopt korigina jaise itu reaffirm korise, that is ULP elections bi takan oppose koribo aro itia government decision to go ahead with ULP advisory councils kundu jabole ase itu bi takan oppose koribo gona takan koise, and takan laga stand do government ke municipal act of 2001 to review kurigina anibi because it is infringing article 371A of the Constitution of India. Aro moreover 3-man inquiry commission kuntu set up kurina thagise idu government ke dina ase itu inquiry do public domain de anigina table kuribi kuna takan idu demand kwa janai di ase. To itu nishina news abonikan sai thakibi NLTV moi ase Sangamayer moi laga cameraman ase Zuchan reporting for NLTV Dimapur.